Where are we going?
Just a bit further. You shouldn't be too far ahead now. No. No, this can't be. No. Oh, God, no.
Wait. What's going on? Where is she?
The ice. It's thawed. I mean, she's gone.
Gone? Gone where?
Good morning.
Transcending history and the world. A tale of souls and swords eternally retold. Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
Check it out now. Third strike, yo.
Welcome back
Check it out now.
to the Thanksgiving table. Actually, that's the wrong holiday. I guess I just mentally refuse to accept that Thanksgiving's over, which means that it's Christmas, which means that the year's almost over. I'm Adam.
We're actually in the last month. That's crazy.
Oh, yo.
And I'm Joe. What's up, everyone? What's up, Adam? What's good?
Jesus.
No, and I know. Oh, you gotta tell me about your week, man. Like, how have you been? How things?
I'm exhausted.
Things been hanging?
I've been doing everything all week, and I want to just go to sleep for about 6 months. Like it's, I'm like, words cannot describe how exhausted I am. I'm so exhausted that other people are exhausted, and they want to throw their exhaustion off onto me so that they can be less exhausted, and I'm just tired. Like
not dealing with that.
No, it's not that I'm not dealing with it. I'm just not dealing with it well. My body is just is in shambles right now. It's terrible.
Are you okay?
No, I feel like I'm carrying a bag, and every day another cinder block is placed in that bag, and it's not going to be until Sunday that bag is going to get taken off my shoulders, and even then, I still have shit to do on Sunday.
Right.
So
Yeah.
no, I'm not okay. I'm fucking dying here.
You need a hug. Like, you need help.
No, you know what I need is I
I'm on
need
my way.
to get knocked upside the head and put in a 13-year-long coma. I want to wake up in 2034. There got to be flying cars and all types of shit. Like
Yeah,
I said,
we got-
I mentally refuse to accept the fact that the year is over because 2022 and beyond, those years sound made up. They don't sound real.
Oh, tell me about it, man.
Like,
Fucking-
dude.
I still had to process the fact that we're actually in 2021, not 2020 still, because like this past year has just flown by, and not looking forward to it. Not looking forward to 2022, 2023, anything after that.
Yeah, well, 2023 sounds like a fucking sci-fi year. That shit sounds made up. It doesn't sound real. Like 2025 is when Black Ops 2 happened, and even when
That's
I was
exactly
like
what I was
playing
gonna
that,
say.
I was like, "Oh man, that year is so fucking long away." Not processing that year was 13 years into the future when that game came out, and now it's 4. It's 3 years and a couple days, which is, oh god, that's gonna make my brain melt out of my fucking ears. We better have like flying cars or some shit by then, because if we don't, I'm like, that's like gonna be like the lamest 2025 ever, dude. All the cyberpunk authors were wrong about 2006. Let's not let them be wrong about fucking 2025.
I mean, this is just a continuous cycle of, this year is gonna hold something because fucking the 90s going into the 2000s. Oh, there's gonna be flying cars. We're in 2021 and we're not even there yet.
Yeah,
I feel like our boy Elon has to step it up. Come on.
No,
man.
shut up, you fucking Redditor. I don't give a shit what the fuck Elon has to do. Elon Musk can suck my fucking dick.
Elon
Musk
Musk is making cat girls, bro. Like,
Elon Musk is so rich that
You
his
got me
wife
there.
divorced him, dude. Him and Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, Jeff. Yep. Jeffrey, my man.
Jeffy B can't keep a woman, threatened to kill a celebrity on the internet to no repercussions. That was wild. You saw that shit, right?
I didn't actually.
You didn't see how Jeff Bezos' wife, while standing right next to him, spent the whole time at this spent like a solid grip just chatting with Leonardo DiCaprio, all flirty and whatnot.
Oh yeah, that yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos threatened to kill him
I didn't know that it was related to
If
him.
I were Leonardo DiCaprio, I would honestly have shit my pants. Jeff Bezos is like the richest guy on the planet, and if I got threatened with murder by the richest guy on the planet, who the fuck am I gonna tell? He just put that out there for the whole internet, and nobody did a thing about it except be like, haha, big funny haha. Like, what?
It's like, haha, unless. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. No, but not actually.
Jeff Bezos is gonna invent another portal and ask Leonardo DiCaprio to go to sleep. Anyways, my week, right?
Going mental.
I haven't been able to play much this week, unfortunately. I'm still slogging my way through San Andreas Definitive Edition. It's not gotten much better. You know those memes how the bridge is out in Flint County?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that still hasn't been fixed yet.
No way.
I lost like my favorite car because of that. I was driving through Flint County on my way to do a Catalina mission, and the bridge was out. And I
just clipped through.
I had to try to use the mini map to find where the bridge would be, because that whole area is dirt, and it fucked me up, and I fell, and I had to walk like most of the way back up to the fucking top to get another car.
Holy shit!
Yeah, there's also holes in the map, like the clipping is weird on the ground, on the you know, whatever it is on the ground. You know, it's like different like ground plates or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, imagine if the Earth's tectonic plates just shifted slightly and you could see all the way through the chunks like that.
That's San Andreas at the moment.
The cutscene models have not gotten worse. In fact, CJ is now having an elongated neck because I decided to give him. I decided to put some muscles on him because I wanted to wear like a black tank shirt with tattoos. I thought that would look cool. I wanted to make him look like The Rock or something. And now his neck just is like a foot longer, and it's bad.
Wait, so are those graphical glitches tied to like CJ's body? Like,
yeah, it's got to be something with like the skeletons for the characters. Well, at least the cutscene versions. Actually, I do think it's the in-game versions too, because some characters have like really like weirdly jointed arms. And like like in the original San Andreas, Ryder's crouch animation was really weird and goofy, and like his like neck, his like head would turtle into his body a little bit. And in San Andreas Definitive, it doesn't turtle into his body so much as his neck just bends at a 90-degree angle when his body crouches, and it looks odd. Like Ryder looks like the baby meme, you know. So it's got to be something related to the character skeletons, you know. Like I was doing the mission Home Invasion, and Colonel Furberger, I think his name is, his eyes were open when he was supposed to be asleep. And in the cutscenes, CJ's eyes were like fully closed, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like I'm telling you, I was not having these problems in the other two games. It is just San Andreas where this is an issue. Like the other two games, their models would have eyes that were placed really weirdly. Mm-hmm. And that was mostly a problem with GTA 3 because Vice City was like fine for the most part. But San Andreas is another type of broken. I said that last week, and I believe I said that the week before, but it bears repeating. Until I finish this game, I'm just going to continue to give the weekly bug report of how fucked this game is. Oh my god, it's ass, dude. Like I've had like missions not like their triggers would disappear. Like I remember I was playing a mission for Jizzy B, and I paused my game to go pee, and I was gone for about 90 seconds. And when I unpaused my game, the mission trigger was gone.
Okay.
Like I was doing
the checkpoint flag.
Like you know how there's like the red circle to indicate that you're about to complete the objective like that. Like you walk into the red circle and something else happens. Yeah, it was just gone. I was
Wow.
doing that mission 555 Wee Tip where you have to disguise yourself as valet, and I get past the cutscene where it's like, the DA is driving this car. Wait till he pulls up, and then you're gonna take his car and plant the drugs in it and whatever. I'm like, okay. So after that cutscene finishes, one car pulls up, and one of the other valets is supposed to go get it and drive it to the parking lot, but nobody gets it. It just sits there. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll drive this into the parking lot then. And so I drive it into the parking lot, and the game tells me, hey, get back to the valet station. And I park the car, I'm like, okay. And I get back up there and I wait for 5 real life minutes, and nothing happens. So I quit out of the game completely. And it restarted me at the start of the mission. I was like, okay. And then it finally worked. I was like, what the fuck is going on with San Andreas? That game is busted beyond belief.
It's it's just soft locking itself
Essentially.
Wow. And from nothing, from what you've told me, it doesn't seem like you're doing anything in particular to trigger a soft lock. It's just, hey, you looked at me the wrong way, so I'm going to block you off and make you restart the game.
Yeah. They implement Rockstar or Grocery Games or whoever it was implemented something in these games where either at the start of a new mission you'll get a full health bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the problem is it's not entirely consistent. So
how?
I was doing the mission with Caesar where you have to kill T1 Mendez and Ryder. And I had half a health bar. I was like, okay, I'll just start the mission to give me a full health bar. I'll go grab some armor on the way to the sniper building. No, I didn't get a full health bar. I was like, okay. And sometimes when you finish a mission, it'll give you a full health bar, right? And it didn't give me one at the end of this mission either. So I just got shot by the police and I lost my full kit of weapons that I'd been amassing since the start of the game. I hadn't died up to that point. But because Ryder got too close to the naval base, I got murdered by the cops because I had a 4-star wanted level and I couldn't escape it. Because I couldn't get back to the shore without getting killed by a police helicopter. I was like, oh, well,
That's
fuck.
Fucked. Holy shit.
Yeah, because the game is really inconsistent with how it doles out free health. So I was like, okay, whatever, fuck this game. That game sucks.
Fuck this game. I'll be back to play it and finish it.
Other than that, I believe it was a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Did we talk about how Xbox has finally finished backwards compatibility?
Yes, we have.
Yes, and so because of that, I've been playing in the off periods between playing SMT5 and GTA San Andreas. I've been playing Dead or Alive 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. I've been having fun with those because I am indeed a fan of Dead or Alive, and when you say that, people all of a sudden start to look at you differently. You think it's hard to come out as gay. Try coming out as a fan of Dead or Alive. See how much respect you get from the tolerant left. That's been fun. It's from a different era. When you couldn't just boot up a game and have all your characters. So I've been having to unlock all the characters. I watched episodes 1 and 2 of Hawkeye that premiered this Wednesday. I sure hope to God. Listen, I sure hope to God. I hope to God that Marvel paid David Aya for his work, because this Disney Plus series is looking to be an about 0.5 to 1 recreation of Matt Fraction and David Aya's run on Hawkeye from 2012. And in the promotional art and in the intro for the show, they were just straight up using David Aya's visuals. David Aya being the artist behind that.
Right.
And I was like, did they pay this guy? And I don't think they did. And I think there was a big outcry for it, because I don't think they said that they paid him or anything, which is weird. But I hope they did, because I do quite enjoy that run, and I do think that's gonna rub off on this show positively, because that run in the comics was very consistent with what the Marvel Cinematic Universe is, in that it's very lighthearted, doesn't take itself too seriously. I mean, it's about fucking Hawkeye. And I think the series, as of these first 2 episodes, is doing a good enough job of maintaining that same energy. So I'm feeling pretty positively about it, but we're only 2 episodes in, so I won't have a full idea of how I feel till maybe episode 4 or 5. So
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
my
you can't
week.
give full judgment yet, but
Exactly.
yeah, because I've been I saw it. My sister wanted to watch it. I don't know. I'm not really too interested. I guess I'll watch it later.
Certainly more interesting
When
than
all the
fucking
episodes come
Eternals.
out. That
Everybody
is true.
fucking
That is true.
people did not like that movie, and I was telling people for years. Ever since that movie first got announced, I was saying, look, man, uh, nobody gives a fuck about the Eternals. Nobody. People who read comics barely give a fuck about the Eternals because their series keep getting canceled, and all the times they've been best used, they've been side characters because they're uninteresting as shit. And the movie bombed at the box office, which I was like, no shit, it bombed at the box office. Nobody gives a fuck about the Eternals. But who the fuck am I to talk about that, you know? But if you want to know about that or anything else I've been doing this week, next week, or any weeks in the past, follow me at twitter.com or on youtube.com or instagram.com, whatever social media platform you're on, at YVNGDENDE, Young Dende. That is YVNGDENDE, Young Dende. How about you, Joe? How was your week?
I feel guilty in saying, from what you had said earlier, that your week was exhausting. I feel guilty in saying that mine was actually pretty chill.
Why?
Well, it's just because, like, I don't know. I just feel bad. It's like, yeah, I worked my ass off this week. Oh, I finished schoolwork and woo, play video games. But yeah, I mean, with that said, yeah, my week's been pretty chill. Been playing some Risk of Rain 2, which why did no one tell me to play this game sooner? Like I followed this game ever since it released over on Epic when it first released. I think it's published by Gearbox, if I remember correctly. So it was exclusive to Epic for a little while. Then it came to Steam, and I put it in my wish list. I didn't play it until it went on sale, and I got it Wednesday. On the day of recording this, I have 9.8 hours already in the past 2 days.
Wow.
Which it's really a lot. It's really a lot for a game that I knew like nothing about. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's telling that I really enjoy the game. It's think of like all the wacky and cool skills or abilities that Borderlands 2 has with the style of Dead Cells, and you have Risk of Rain 2. Now, it's so much deeper than that because there are so many different systems. It's a roguelite third-person shooter, and has like all those abilities as I mentioned. I don't know. It's just a lot of fun. I don't know why I didn't. I honestly don't have an excuse. It's like, yeah, I knew that this game existed. I followed it. I just didn't play it until right now. I've already beaten it a few times since it is a roguelike, and you either beat those in like an hour or it takes you forever, depending on how hard they are. Binding of Isaac, crying right now, but besides that. I've been playing some Halo, and I have to say, I take back what I had said, kind of about Halo Infinite's multiplayer. Yes, because while I really want to like this game, hang on, let me preface this by saying that I think Halo Infinite is a good return to form. It has the gameplay of Halo 3, which is my personal favorite Halo. I don't know if that's controversial or not. I feel like a lot more people like Halo 2 and Reach than Halo 3. But Halo 3 is the one that I grew up on. That's the one that I played the most. So I enjoy it in that sense. However, there are just like some issues that I have with the tuning of the game. There are some weapons that are wild, like they're just basura, like absolute bottom of the barrel garbage, and then there are other weapons that are way too strong. Like I don't even remember the name of it because I've hardly played it.
No, I'm just listening. Go ahead.
Saying,
talk that shit. Go ahead because it's almost it's almost like games need to be balanced,
Yeah, maybe Yeah, in a different sense, yes. I mean, it's different when because a game. I don't know if you saw the video, but Halo Infinite has some crazy aim assist.
Yeah, I did see
On
that video.
controller. Yes,
It
yeah,
was like two guys like shooting like a pistol at some other guy, right?
yep.
Yeah, that was the one. Yeah, I saw that.
And it was just literally locking onto them. So I mean, I feel like if you're gonna have a game with such strong weapons and like that absurd of aim assist, yes, it's for a controller, but either way, a lot of players use controller instead of mouse and keyboard because that's just what Halo is known for. Um, it doesn't work. But anyways, besides the point. Yeah, so it's good. I think I like it, but man, just this event that has released, I have some thoughts. Some being an understatement because wow, this is a shitty event. So for those who don't know, the multiplayer beta for Halo Infinite released a few weeks ago, and it finally, not finally, but it has its first event. It's called Fracture Tenrai. Essentially, what it is it brings some new armor, it brings a new battle pass, and it brings a new playlist to the game. The new armor is actually pretty cool. It's based on like samurai armor, and it's actually fucking dope. I like it a lot. Um, it had the battle pass that I mentioned has a similar system to Valorant, where the event battle pass is separate from the season battle pass. So obviously, this is a limited time battle pass that you can only level until the event ends, which I'm not exactly sure, but you have some time to play it. Which is weird because it's also split into different weeks. So that like this right now is the first week, and then they're gonna have another week of the event, which I don't really understand. I don't know why you would just you know lay out the event and saying, hey, here are all the rewards, but just me nitpicking. The playlist that they brought back is Fiesta, which if you played Halo like at all multiplayer, you would know that's a core playlist to every single Halo that's released. So having it locked to an event kind of worries me that they're going to try to use this as bait to get people on the game and make them spend money on all the cosmetics that come with the event. So kind of worried there. The event battle pass that comes with all the cosmetics levels separately from the season pass. So if you already had a lot of trouble trying to level up your season battle pass, I hope you're ready to do it all over again, but with the season battle pass. It has exclusive challenges that you have to do specifically for that battle pass, and not like ones that are cross for both season and event. So it kind of makes me throw up. I'm not going to lie there.
Wow.
Yeah, and it does get worse, but I don't know if I should just keep going because
Just keep going.
again.
Just keep
I don't
going.
I don't. It's just because like I really do like the game. I enjoy the gameplay. I have I think over 8 hours on it, and considering that I've been playing other games as well, that's pretty good. I'm having a lot of fun. Just I can't get behind this monetization system. Okay, wait, hear this. All right. So, do you like customizing your characters?
I do. I think I've heard rumblings about this customization system a little bit, maybe.
Yes. Yep.
A little bit.
Spoiler alert! It's not a good system whatsoever.
Yeah, I've been hearing complaints about it. I don't know too much about it. I just heard something about like one piece of armor locked to like a battle pass, and it's like one specific armor type, and you can't switch over, something like that. I don't know. Can you explain it?
Yeah. That's essentially what it is. So there are different suits, or they're called armor kits.
Yeah.
So there are different armor kits and armor cores. which is like the actual unlockables for each kit. For each suit that exists in the game, which I think there's 3 or 4. I think 4 with the event. With these 4 armor kits, you can't use armor like the unlockable armor from a different set. You are tied to that kit, like only. You can't use any armor from your Mark 7 gear, or you can't use any armor from your samurai gear if you're on your Mark 7, which
that's fucking stupid.
I don't understand. Like, oh, put in the quote of them saying Halo Infinite is going to have reach-like customization. But man, they so did not have reach-like customization. It's so bad. Along with colors not being able to fit on some armor. Like they're just some colors that straight up will not apply.
Jesus.
And what
Christ.
if I told you that those colors that you use to apply are being sold in the cash shop?
What the fuck is this? Who the fuck made this game? Koei Tecmo? What the fuck? Halo Infinite cross Dead or Alive? That's what we got? Okay, cool. We got that. Got it. Okay. Cool. Fine with that. Halo Infinite costume catalog 56. Go ahead. What the fuck? That's dumb.
Dude, this is weird because I looked at this and I actually said, this is making Destiny's monetization look better. Because how are you going to sell individual suit colors, a staple to every single other Halo that you could just mix and put in wherever you want?
You clearly have never played Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Why do you say that?
Because they had this exact monetization system.
That's so fucking dumb. Why would you? Okay.
You also never played Dead or Alive, but okay.
Can you just like explain that to me? Because I don't understand. I mean, I know that it's for bringing in money, but I feel like if you actually, I don't know, like or enjoy or cherish your player base, I feel like you wouldn't be fucking them over like this.
Look, man, I played Dead or Alive, and that game charges per hairstyle the ability to change the hair color. Per hairstyle, per character. So, yeah, you know, I'm kind of used to getting fucked at this point.
Wow, that's so.
Which you don't hear often from Dead or Alive fans, because Lord knows they don't get fucked. Am I right? Yeah, I did the funny haha so that you guys can't do it. Okay, funny. Yeah. First, let me hop out the mouth. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I think Halo Infinite surely seems to be a divisive title, is it not?
Well, that's the thing, though, because the actual core gameplay is like it's actually awesome. I like it a lot. I as I said earlier, at first I didn't really enjoy it, but as I started to play it more and more, I kind of grew into it, and I actually do like it more. But this monetization model it's disgusting. I don't even want to play the game or take part in this.
Well, that gameplay do be fun though.
Hold on. Before we move on.
Oh shit. Oh, I was gonna comment on it.
I forgot to mention. Go ahead. Forgot to mention two things as well. So you know how I said that the challenges are split between your season battle pass and your event battle pass?
Yes.
Yeah, so there are actually skips available for the event battle pass, which is supposed to be a free event, like a free battle pass, and they're telling you, hey, you know, you could wait and you could spend several hours trying to unlock that challenge or complete that challenge, or you know, you can just fork over $20 and we'll get you some, you know. So there's that as well. along with the colors, they're in the cash shop. Also in the premium battle pass, so like the one that you have to actually drop money on, that tier is uh full with customization colors as well. So
Wow.
imagine wanting to use colors, could not be 343, obviously.
Yeah, 343 now 34 KT, I guess. I mean, look at it this way. I mean, Halo Infinite is fun when you're playing Slayer or BTB.
Mhm.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't fuck with ranked. Like,
No, I
whatsoever.
enjoy playing like the other modes like Oddball and CTF, you know what I mean? But I enjoy them when people actually play the objective. This is the worst Halo for that, you know? like because of the way that the battle pass is going to be structured, nobody plays the objective, and it makes that game a stressful game to play. Let me tell you.
You've dipped your toe in it.
Yeah, it's fun when I get to play Slayer and BTB, the game modes I actually like, and I do like Oddball and CTF. Don't get me wrong, but just the way that the battle pass system is structured makes those games unfun. Makes those game modes unfun. Because
Which I don't understand why those games don't have their own separate playlist. Why do they only have four
right?
playlists right now?
Thank you.
Like what? Like where did? It seems like they brought in an entirely new team for 343 and told them make a Halo game or we're gonna execute you. And they
Like-
had no idea what Halo was. They're just like, there you go.
Like, you know how it is in like COD when you like hop into like a lobby and you're just in that same lobby for a long time with the same kind of players, and like everybody votes for like the same like 4 maps,
Oh my god!
and you don't
I
play
hate
anything
that.
else. That's what Halo Infinite is, where it's like, oh, here's like 4 games of CTF in a row. Thanks. Who asked for that? I'm in the quick play mode. Let me get all of them. You know what I mean? Can't just pop in a quick play for some fun anymore. Jesus Christ.
Honestly,
Is that all you've been doing is playing Halo Infinite, though?
yeah. I mean, Halo Infinite, Risk of Rain. I mean, yeah, that's about it. As long as Risk of Rain continues to be good, which I really hope it is, because I mean, I'm having a lot of fun with it. That's basically what I'll be up to, and you would know that if you follow me over on twitter.com/Kazanerdy, twitter.com/KAZANERDI.
So, I'm a fan of Street Fighter V, which is a good thing to say these days. It wasn't a good thing to say about 3 years ago. Or say 3 years ago and change, because I got on Street Fighter V about a month before Arcade Edition came out, so, you know, still blue menus and low roster, 1 V trigger, 1 V skill. Then Arcade Edition came out and that game became great, and I've been playing it ever since. But Street Fighter V is coming to an end, temporarily. And by temporarily, I mean it's going to end permanently, and then the series is going to get another installment announced next year. But Street Fighter V is ending with a final DLC character, Luke. Now, Joe, I don't know if you keep up with Street Fighter V or not, but Luke, as admitted by Nakayama-san, is literally a Street Fighter 6 character that they just backported to Street Fighter 5. Yep. Mm-hmm. And honestly, if what we've seen from Luke's gameplay so far is what Street Fighter 6 is going to kind of look like, I'm excited. Sign me the fuck up. And apparently, according to Nakayama-san, they'll have more news for us next year, which is fantastic.
Yeah,
Thanks.
that's very soon.
Capcom's been on a streak since 2018, just dropping them quality titles, and I'm here for it. Thank you. I'm having fun with Street Fighter 5. I've been having fun with Street Fighter 5 for a long time. And some people have called me crazy for it because some people just don't like that game, but I love it. I think after as much as I love Ono, he's made some very questionable decisions, and after they handed the series off to Nakayama-san, a dude who is ungodly passionate for fighting games, if you read his Twitter,
that's good.
It's got better. Like Nakayama-san, every time SNK puts out a silhouette for a new character, Nakayama-san's always talking about it. He's always saying, I hope it's Brian Battler from the American sports team from KOF 94. And I'm like, wow, he's a real one. Love you. He's always posting old artwork from like old fighters, and Nakayama-san is most likely the reason why Akira from Rival Schools is even in Street Fighter V, because Capcom has just refused to acknowledge Rival Schools for years, outside of maybe some background cameos in other games, which is it's fantastic. And Luke is announced, and he's doing shit that's like, you know, it's bending archetypes, and I love it. I love it so much. And like his character design
is, what does that mean?
It's like Luke is like a Shoto archetype, but he also has like he's got like a fireball and like an uppercut, but he doesn't have a flying kick. And instead of that, he's just got more rushdown options. And like the way his gameplay looks, the way the screen, like sort of like the way his V timer works is different. Like you can do things to extend the V timer, which you cannot do for any other character. Do things to make it shorter. His character design is kind of out there. The screen, like with one of his moves, it like freezes a little bit, and he does like a quick motion in the screen freeze. It's like really weird and cool, and I like it a lot. It's just interesting.
It sounds like there is going to be an objectively best character.
No, that's not how that works.
That's what you're telling me.
No,
I mean, if
Luke is going to be good, but Luke is not going to be like Cammy or Guile or Akuma or G. Those characters have been in the top 4 or 5 since they released. I'm pretty sure you were there, because midway through season 3, which was when I was still living in Florida, Cammy got buffed and got like in the top 3 and has stayed there ever since. And I was really pissed when that happened. I was really pissed.
Cammy hater.
Yeah, I fucking hate Cammy. I hate her design. I hate her gameplay. I hate anyone who plays as her, except for Jamie Lee Curtis. She's cool. I don't like Cammy at all. I fucking hate Cammy, actually. The coolest thing Cammy ever did was get put in a Fortnite and have an outfit that references a game that sucks. So, you know what? That game being Final Fight Streetwise, we don't talk about that game. Yeah, I mean, needless to say, you know, unless you're a pro player, you're never really fighting against the character. You're never really fighting against... It doesn't really matter what character you pick, I should say. Unless you're a pro player. I should say that. There you go. That's a better way to say that. So, I don't know. If you're like low to mid-level, doesn't really matter what character you play. So, there is no best character in low to mid-level. There's only good players. Then when you get to top level, that's when certain characters become viable or not. So, but yeah,
you know, up in your tier, because you're the best Street Fighter V player.
No, not. Maybe amongst maybe amongst the people that I know, but there are people who are way better than me. Like,
I've seen I've seen you play, like, maybe not Street Fighter V, but just fighting games in general, and I feel like you downplay yourself, because like I don't like I can't execute a lot of moves in fighting games, which is why I get frustrated and like and don't play them. But like I can sit back and enjoy and like understand what is going on in a match. And like you are like actually good, and you downplay yourself for it. But you know,
the reason why I can play Street Fighter and never drop a move or a combo is because I spent an entire year coming home from school and grinding it out for 5-6 hours at a time. So, but there are people who are better than me at these games. Cedric has like 100 more hours in Tekken 7 than me, and it shows. Dude kicks my ass. Fuck you, Cedric. I love you a lot.
Fuck you. I hate that you're so much better than me.
Yeah,
Mwah,
right.
love you.
Yeah, right. Fuck you. You're fantastic, and I love seeing your ability, because I was there when you were shit, and now I'm here watching you be infinitely better than me. It is equal parts infuriating and making me feel like a proud father. No, I mean I play fighting games a lot, but I do enjoy teaching them more than I do enjoy playing them myself. My back when I was in Florida, my 2 friends Manny and Nate, they picked it up just because I was playing it a lot and they wanted to play with me, and they played it occasionally. My friend Nate played it a lot more, and we would like train together after school and whatnot. But you know, eventually he sold his PS4, wasn't able to play it anymore. But now he bought his PS4 back, and he's been playing with me, and I've just been coaching him. And excuse me, watching him get better, and it's just like I just love that feeling of wow, this person is getting better, and I can see it more than I like. Oh wow, I won that match because I do play Street Fighter 5 ranked. Excuse me, don't get me wrong, I do play a lot of online, but I just enjoy the experience of being a teacher more than I enjoy any part of the other fighting game. Also, just because a lot of Street Fighter 5 players are fucking brain dead. I don't like doing EX flash kick on wake up, but if you keep running up and trying to mash grabs or just start mashing low kicks and low punches, I'm going to EX flash kick you and take the extra damage. So stop doing it. This is a PSA to every Street Fighter 5 online player. Stop it, please.
There are other buttons, I promise.
Please, if you are from Brazil and you play as Ken, I promise you will have your turn. I will slip up in my guile play and you will be able to punish me. Just do not expect it on wake up because I will keep punishing you. I don't want to EX flash kick, okay? I don't like doing that.
Damn, bro's got some pent up rage.
It's not rage, it's just disappointment. Wake up DPs and wake up flash kicks are very noob level strats, and I hate having to pull them out. But if every time I hit the ground in a hard knockdown, you have to run up and I see you start pushing buttons and you know and you just grab every time, I'm going to do it. And it's gonna connect. And I'm going to keep doing it until you back the fuck up or start throwing out other meaties, essentially. Like, what I like to do is I like to get a hard knockdown, back up, and then throw a meaty fireball. You know what I mean? Because that'll force a block, and I'll be able to either back up some more and continue my turtle, or get in for some pressure. You know what I mean? Other times, if I'm feeling like pressing a button, I will do an overhead because people love to low block when they wake up. Oh, they love it so much. They eat it for breakfast. For
breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Just do that forward medium punch. Bow, bow. It's 2 free hits. It's my God, I love fighting games though. I do love them, even though they do frustrate me to no end, but I love them. I love all of them. I love Street Fighter, I love Tekken, I love Virtua Fighter, I love Dead or Alive, I love KOF. I love Guilty Gear. I love Persona 4 Arena Ultimax with the PlayStation 3, which needs to get a port ASAP. You know?
Even Blaze Blue.
No, not Blaze Blue. But in other fighting game news, Project L got announced. Not announced. It got shown off more, I should say, because we've known Project L has been coming for some years now. It's being worked on by the Cannon Brothers, and it is a League of Legends fighting game, essentially. It is set in the Runeterra universe. Yeah, it's set in the same universe, and it's got the same characters. It's a fighting game. It's got simplified inputs, and it's 2.5D and all that. And I mean, personally, I don't give a shit because I don't play League of Legends, and I don't enjoy simplified fighting games very much. The only exception being Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna sit back and let people have their fun. I do see a lot of people on Twitter excited to bully some League of Legends players.
That's fucked up. I love it.
It's fucked up, but the League of Legends community is very toxic.
They deserve it.
I can't wait to see how League players who are so used to blaming the team for how bad they're doing in the game feel once they get bodied in a ranked match. I can't wait to see how that's gonna make them turn out. That'll be funny as shit.
Wait, so you're not fucking with Project L, you're not playing it then?
As of right now, no, but I think I'd have to see some more. It is at best 2 years away, probably more. At least that's what Majin Obama thinks, and I'd more inclined to agree. We've only barely seen any gameplay of it as of right this second, so as of right now, I'm not too terribly interested, but I'm willing to let that change if the gameplay looks solid enough. It's just because I'm not really a big fan of League of Legends, you know?
Right.
So,
that's making that comparison to the Power Rangers game, fighting game, you're actually interested in those characters. League of Legends, who the fuck cares about
Well,
that?
it's mostly from a gameplay perspective, I should say, because I'm not I'm not a big fan of like simplified inputs. I do like motion inputs because I took the time to learn them well and
Mhm.
burn them into my brain to the point where I never drop them now. And I see a lot of people complaining like, "Oh, motion inputs are gatekeeping. You should kick them out." And I'm just like, I don't think that's the case because I used to be bad at fighting games too, you know, and I burned it into my head. I just grinded it out. I would come home from school, I would take a nap, I would eat my dinner, and then as soon as I was done with my dinner, I'd go back into my room and just start playing training mode, just
Put
practicing
in the work.
combos and moves endlessly for like 9 months or however long a school year is, you know. So
Mhm.
you know, if I can do it, anyone can. Because everyone used to
Put
be
in
shit
the
at fighting
work.
games at some point, you know. Like I
You
saw this
put in the
meme,
hours.
it's a lot of my mutuals have been like liking it. You know, it's like a when I'm at Thanksgiving and I hear Smash or Street Fighter or Tekken or whatever being played in the other room. It's just Tom sneaking in. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, that's how it is because at every single family function, I'm always playing some fighting game, and someone always has to get their ass kicked. You know.
Some victim just has to roll up, you know.
Check this out. Check this out. So it was like last Christmas. It was right after MK11 Ultimate dropped with all the characters and shit. And me
Yeah.
and my brother were just in the front room of this place playing MK11. You know, we're just going back and forth. We're just having some fun. He's giving it his all, and I'm not really giving a shit, you know. And this is back when I played MK11 heavy. And my mom's boyfriend comes in. He puts $10 on it. And I'm like, oh, we're playing for cash now?
Oh, so this is how it is.
So this is how it is. And I proceeded to get like a double flawless as Melina. And I was $10 richer that day. You know, stopped at the gas station on my way home. Had me a little snack. It was great.
That's
I'm
amazing.
a piece of shit. But when I was a kid, nobody showed me mercy. So when I have the chance to fucking embarrass a literal child at a fighting game, oh. You hear that? It's me drinking your tears. Oh, I love the savory cries of
money.
the savory cries of children as I body them at anything. Oh, it's great. Oh man, it's fantastic.
But
Just gotta pull out my girl. You know, I always carry her with me.
ooh,
Yukiko gives me the strength to succeed.
you have your
Yeah, it's just sitting on my couch right next to me. Yeah,
nice.
I was using it earlier. By earlier, I mean like yesterday night when I got home, or last night, I should say, when I got home. Last time I was actually able to play video games. Yeah, I was just practicing some combos.
Damn.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm just fucked up like that, where I take pleasure in bodying people. I don't know.
I mean, sometimes you feel bad. Then other times, I mean, when money's on the line, you know, money talks, bro. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
if this 12-year-old has to get bodied, then I'm not sorry, you know.
I mean, I take great pleasure in bodying people. I do not take great pleasure in getting bodied because sometimes, like, I
Well,
do this a lot.
duh.
I do this a lot, and like, I know that people. I think maybe it's not just me. People do this a lot. When you're just styling on somebody, you tend to get really obnoxious. I know I do that, and everyone I know does that. And when you're the one who's bodying someone, it feels great. And when you're getting bodied, you're just like, shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Like, it's like I'll be out here. I'll hit like a super, and while the super's going on, I'll be doing the motions, and like everybody around me or at least people who I'm playing with, like I could see in their minds that they're like, I want to choke you the fuck out right now.
I want to bitch slap.
And
people
when it's
the fuck out of
me
you.
and I am listening to my opponent mimic the sounds that their character's making and do the super and say the lines, I hear it and I'm like, I wish your entire bloodline would fucking die. Like,
Placing a curse on this guy's entire bloodline.
Curse
for
your
the next
entire.
1,000 years.
I'll curse you so bad that your grandkids will come out deformed, motherfucker. I mean, I could tell other people are thinking that when they look at me when I'm doing that shit, and I totally be thinking that shit. Salt is just a universal experience, I guess. The salt is universal.
It's universal.
Yeah, it taunt
Speaks
cancel
any
into
language.
taunt cancel into a punch in the mouth. Taunt cancel into lockjaw. There we go. Oh man. So during the break, you asked me a question about fighting game ranked. So
Yes.
so ask it to me right now. Let me hear it. What is it?
So I was just looking around. A lot of times, when I'm just sitting here, like either studying or just doing some busy work. I just have like I don't know, not exactly tournaments, but just like I sit down and I watch some gameplay of like whatever game I'm feeling like watching that day.
Yeah.
Um, and I've noticed that in a lot of cases, um, in games like WoW, you have the title Scarab Lord. In Hearthstone, you have the High Legend. In Valorant, you have Radiant. Like you have like all these prestigious ranks or titles that are obtainable within the game.
Mhm.
Does that really matter in fighting games? And the reason I ask this question of why, like, does it actually matter? I was sitting down and I was watching a fighting game stream. I was watching Tekken 7. I forget who it was, but it was like
Mhm.
the first guy that was there on the most popular. And like I've realized that when it comes to specifically fighting games, more people focus on just casual play or quick play than ranked. And I was wondering like why that is the case, because I do know that people play ranked. Like I've seen a lot of that too, but it seems like it isn't as heavily emphasized. I don't know if it's just like by like from the devs or from the players that don't really care for it. Like why is this? Like is this just because like there are no prestigious titles to chase, or they don't really matter, or just like
No,
what's going on
I don't
here?
think that's entirely representative of my experience. Rank very much does matter a lot because the high ranks look really cool. Like Tekken 7, you've got Tekken God Prime, True Tekken God Omega. You know, those high rank
Mhm.
those little rank icons look fucking sick. You know what I mean? And that's one
Yeah.
motivation to get them, other than just, being able to get better and play against better players. Um I see a lot of people say that rank doesn't matter, and that's not entirely true. A lot of high level players say that to low level players who are like bummed out about not being able to rank up. But the higher your rank is, the better you will more than likely play, just at a glance. Like at a glance, if you see that somebody in Street Fighter is a gold level player, you're gonna assume a gold league player, I should say. You're gonna assume that they'll be better than like an ultra bronze. You know what I mean? Just by looking at the
Mhm.
ranks. Now, when they get into the actual game, it might be a completely different story. The ultra bronze player might fucking body the gold league player, but just at a glance, it shows off that you've either A, gotten the skills, or B, put in the work, or sometimes you don't see both to get to that point of having that high rank.
Mhm.
Some people cheat to get their ranks. That's fucked up. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean that's with any game, but
Yeah, but
yeah.
fighting games, it's like a bigger issue because like a lot of the people at higher ranks are trying to play too explicitly to get better, and then people come in and cheat. Um, I know personally,
How-
I try to play
Mhm.
more local and casual because not having that number there that is sort of like a number that showcases your value, it allows my mental game to be a little less cloudy, I should say. Hold on. Hold on.
Mhm.
Fucking house alarm went off.
It's back.
I think my little brother keeps trying to leave the house.
Why's your brother trying to leave?
False alarm. I don't know. I think he just keeps trying to sneak out and keeps getting caught. Because that happens every time he's here. It hasn't happened ever because like he hasn't been in my house for the past few days.
Mhm.
and it hasn't happened, and it only happened now. So I think I gotta tell my mom about that. Like, hey, I think Alex is doing something.
Wait, do you not see him?
Not anymore. No,
Like you need to like look at him and
he
see,
he
or
splits
look at
up.
the front door.
He splits up.
Ah,
No, it's because I think the alarm keeps going up. Keeps getting. He just doesn't.
okay, I see.
Yeah, he's a bit slow sometimes. Anyway, God, I lost my train of thought again. I try to focus on like casual play and offline play more because not having that number that sort of is a representation of your value, even if it may not be an accurate representation, does kind of weigh me down a little bit. Honestly, like if I'm playing like a casual match, I see some guy who's like 6 ranks ahead of me, it'll be like, well,
Mhm.
fuck, I've already lost. You know, in the back of my head, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And if I were just sit down against this guy and just play him normally, you know what I mean, it might be a completely different story. You know what I mean? I might not have that, thought in the back of my head. I think Virtua Fighter is the one that handled that the best because Virtua Fighter allowed you to turn off your win-loss ratio. So you still see that their rank is high, but you could just turn off your win-loss ratio. You won't be able to see it. So you won't have that number.
Mm.
Be like, oh man, I'm at like a 33.3. My win-loss ratio in Virtua Fighter has always been above 70, so I'm fine. But like I just don't like looking at it. I just don't like looking at it, Whether it's for me or someone else. Looking at that number just can throw me off sometimes.
Okay.
And that's why I prefer to focus on casual and offline. But a lot of players, me included, will say that if you are aiming to get better and you are aiming to build up your skill, play ranked. Because even if it may not be the most accurate representation, your rank is a pretty good representation of your skill level. So
Yeah, right. That makes sense.
So I don't know who you've been watching necessarily that would say the opposite of that, and I'd love to hear what they have to say, but
I
I
would have to
don't
go.
I don't entirely agree. It's a little true, but not the whole picture. What do you think? As someone who doesn't really play fighting games as heavy as like someone like me, like what do you think?
I'm not sure. I like again, I would have to see just how exactly it would work because I mean if you think about an actual like competitive ranked mode in these and like these hyper competitive games like CS:GO and Valorant, they handle their ranks kind of in a different way because it resets your rank, right?
Yeah.
And that isn't present. That really isn't present in fighting games, is it? Like there isn't a moment in time after a patch where it's like, hey, we've reset everyone's ranks. Go level up again.
Tekken 7 did that, but it only reset you by 1 rank level. So Tekken 7 split up into color divisions, and I believe it knocked everyone down to 1 color division. So it was like, it doesn't really happen because why would it?
I mean, yeah, fair enough. I feel like with that though, with a good rank, I don't know because I don't play, but just in theory, on paper, I feel like it would create, I don't know, incentive to play because I have heard a lot of complaints, and I've also read a lot of complaints that like halfway through a fighting game's life cycle, there are moments where it's kind of dull, like you don't really want to play, but you're still playing it just because you want to play the game, get better. So just on paper, I feel like having a system like that would incentivize people to play more, and it would drive them to actually compete and get better. But I wouldn't know.
I think that's mostly because of the way fighting games are made. That mostly halfway through the life cycle of a certain fighting game, they'll usually start making the next one. So development, of course, is going to slow down because you don't have as many people working on it. Like Street Fighter V content, it used to be like you get like 1 update a year. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And Street Fighter V, at least, it was operating like that for a while until Street Fighter 6 started being developed, which we know it is in active development. And then it started slowing down. But then Street Fighter 6 got delayed. And so Street Fighter 5 had an additional season. You know what I mean? So it's like fighting games, in terms of like, the content stream, the drip feed or, the content stream or whatever, is always in relation to what's coming next as opposed to what's around it. Like fighting games don't typically put shit in them because other people are doing it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It used to be like that, but it's not really like that anymore. So it's mostly just related to itself, you know.
Right, yeah. There's trying to stick it to its own identity.
I wouldn't say that. It's mostly just trying to sort of do it how companies always do it, where they don't judge themselves by the worth of other companies. They judge themselves by the growth of their own worth. You know.
Okay.
And in order to grow that worth, sometimes you have to drop out more content, which means giving a game that has already had its definitive version released yet another season, i.e. Street Fighter V Season 5, which is the best season the game's had so far. Which is good because Season 3 was the best season that game had so far, and then Season 4 after that was the best season that the game had so far, so the game is a fantastic game at this point. But to wrap back around to what we initially started talking about, Ranked is an okay barometer for your skill level. It is an okay barometer for your skill level. It's
not
mostly
fully accurate.
It's not fully accurate, but it's not
close.
inaccurate neither. So
Yeah.
Let me ask you, Joe, what year is it?
What year is it? Shit. I think it's 2018.
Is it? Because I thought it was 2010. You know why I thought it was 2010?
Biden winning the presidency, bro. Wake up, man. We gotta go to the concert, man.
Nah, Joe, wake up. G4 is on TV again. You know.
Oh yeah, baby.
This happened like last month, and it was only recently that I've like sort of started to dive back into their YouTube back catalog, and you don't know how much you've missed something until you have it back. I was a big fan of G4.
Did they actually start producing stuff?
Yep, and they're producing good stuff. They're producing good stuff. See, I found out that G4 TV was coming back because the Black Hawkeye, this content creator I've been following since like 2014, announced that he was joining G4, and it was a good moment. It was a moment where I felt proud as a fan because one, I've been following this guy since his name was Modern War Negro. Real nigga talking. Sit your ass down. Black guy tales. I'm following this nigga since the come up, and I remember like in like 2016 or something, this dude said that he wanted to sort of be like the black version of Adam Sessler, aka the face of G4, and now he gets to work with Adam Sessler, and I felt real proud as a fan.
That's wholesome. That's nice.
And now, as of 2 weeks ago, X-Play and Attack of the Show are back, and it's just like, wow, I feel like a kid again. We're all playing Halo, and G4's back on the air, and it's just like, wow, this is magical. Back in the day, G4 was how I watched the COD Zombies trailers for the first time.
No way.
I first saw the Shangri-La trailer on G4. The Lion Sleeps Tonight trailer, that one for Shangri-La. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I first saw it on G4 and I was like, no fucking way. And now that they're back, it's just like, wow. It feels like seeing an old friend, and none of the feelings have faded.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Aww.
Like watching Adam Sessler give reviews for games is something that I didn't know that I missed. And now, G4 is working with people like, Kasim G and the Completionist and the Black Hawkeye, and it's just like bringing together internet content creators in a new, more modern fashion. You know what I mean?
Can't wait for that Scott the Woz show, man.
Yeah, it's like G4 is updating itself in the way that it should have back in 2014. I believe it splintered and it shut down in 2014. And I think if they would have gotten ahead of the curve and hopped onto the YouTube bandwagon, they wouldn't have died off, But now they're back, and honestly, better late than never.
Oh wow! I went to their YouTube channel and they deleted everything before a year ago. Exactly when everything before July 24th, 2020 has been deleted. Ooh.
Yeah, it's hard reset.
Wow.
Yeah, hard reset for G4 TV. I don't know. I'm happy to see them back.
Yeah, I mean, I was never invested into it simply because I was actually I was not. It's not that I wasn't allowed, but my parents didn't really give me the opportunity to watch G4 TV because I didn't have like any cable in my room, and it was
Mhm.
set up in the living room. Um, but like the bits and pieces that I did get to watch on TV, I was like, holy shit, video games on TV! This is the coolest thing ever. I
TV
love
for
this.
gamers. They targeted
But yeah,
gamers.
targeted gamers, the most oppressed minority.
With the glass ceiling gone, all the most oppressed groups in society shall rise, especially the most oppressed group of all, gamers.
Gamers.
Oh man, I don't know. It just feels good because it's like it's not that I necessarily felt like it's not that I was like too sold on the whole TV for gamers thing. No, I'm not that much of a fucking person, but it's just like I'm not that kind of person. It's just that like there was a certain charm that G4 TV had, you know.
Mm.
And without G4, I would have never discovered Olivia Munn. Anyway,
Mm.
it's like there was just a certain energy that channel had, you know, that is gone. That was gone up until a month ago or so. So
And it's back, baby, better than ever.
yeah, I'm not. I was never too big of a TV head as a kid. You know, I was always more of a video game kid, and the TV that I used to watch used to be on like DVDs and VHS tapes, as opposed to I gotta watch this shit live. There weren't very many shows that that I like actively pursued as they were on TV. Maybe like the original Ben 10 and Ben 10 Alien Force. And there was like a couple of shows that I started watching when they first showed up, like a bunch of the Cartoon Network programs. But I wasn't too heavy of a TV person.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, yeah. I mean, a lot of the stuff that I watched was also on demand, or just stuff from like old ass DVDs that my dad would have just laying around. He he at one point had the entirety of DBZ on a few DVDs.
Don't tell me it was the
I don't
Orange
know-
Bricks, was it?
No, no, no. Like he.
Oh god, thank God.
No, no, no. He did some. He went into some C's for that one.
My
but,
father was an internet pirate too. It's okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean that's how I got a lot of my stuff as well. So I get you. I know what you mean.
I mean, hey, look, let me drop my son of an internet pirate cred. My dad, I watched X-Men Origins Wolverine, the cut with the unfinished special effects, like 2 weeks before that shit came out. I watched that shit. And I was like, yo, I got the drop. Boy, do I got the sauce for y'all niggas at school. All right. So,
Bro, oh my god, yo. Okay, so I was in like 4th grade, and I'm sorry, this is just like really random, but you were saying that I was in like 4th grade. I pulled up into class because it was a like bring in a movie, and like they all just voted for it. You know, on that small ass TV. I miss those, man. I miss those.
those TVs on the carts.
Yep. Bring
Bill
in.
Nye
Like,
the
oh yeah, it's a
Science
good day. And I pulled up with a pirated copy of Air Buddies or Air Buddy. So
Oh god, Airbud,
Yo.
Chinese subtitles, and Spanish dialogue.
或者是这种喵，这是将是电电电发电机的之。
Oh my god, that's funny as shit. That's hilarious. I remember, like I used to get. I mean, and not even used to. I still get really mad when like I want to watch a pirated movie, and I get to I see like a camera, you know, version. I'm like, fuck, still give me the HD video, man. I would rather watch a non-camera video with a terrible bit rate than watch a camera footage, honestly.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
Like-
In those camera recorded ones, you hear people that are actually in the theater. I will not be able to see shit, but I'll at least be able to understand.
So I had to cough directly into my mic because that's how it sounds when you're watching a camera copy of a pirated movie. Oh, this is my favorite part right here.
Turn the camera around.
This nigga eating beans. It's like, I don't know. It's not that I'm like a prima donna or anything. It's just that like I have a certain taste. I was around 1, 2, 3 movies. Honestly, they should have had an Olympic sport category for being able to maximize the video on 1, 2, 3 movies without getting a pop up on your phone. Because let me tell you, I was out here doing that shit with the quickness.
Been the champ, bro.
I put my entire sophomore class onto 1, 2, 3 movies. Like, not even gonna cap. Everybody was using Putlocker, and I was just on 1, 2, 3 movies. They're like, "What are you on?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm just on 1, 2, 3 movies." You know? And they're like, "Holy shit, he's yeah, deadass." Everybody was using Putlocker.
Putlocker's old as shit. I'm surprised people were still using it.
2016, 2017, yeah, people were still using it. And then I was out here just on the school computers, like, "Oh yeah, this 1, 2, 3 movies, dog. Go on this website." And then Donald Trump shut it down.
God damn it!
That's the one thing I'll never forgive him for, besides the racism and the sexual assault and harassment. It's taking down 1, 2, 3 movies. People said that Trump should have freed Larry. Fuck is wrong with dude? But no, Trump shouldn't have shut down 1, 2, 3 movies because nigga. So many of my movies, like I'm someone who these days has like a very big physical media collection. But when I was like 17, I didn't have this shit.
Yeah.
So I was on 1, 2, 3 movies every day. Like when I was like 17, I rewatched all of the MCU movies up to that point. Do you think I pulled out a Blu-ray for that? Fuck no.
Absolutely not.
No, he was on 1, 2, 3 movies with it. All right. We're just like, oh, yeah, this is perfect. It's like pause the movie and go check another app and then try not to get a pop-up when you come back, you know?
Try to move the mouse off into a certain area or else a pop-up banner.
I was out here watching I was out here on Kiss Anime in our TV production class. You remember this?
Yep.
Gotta carefully maneuver the screen not to show the porn ads.
Yep. You remember that.
I was just trying to watch Dragon Ball Z Kai, okay. You know. I was doing my big rewatch.
Fucked by a MILF 2 miles away.
Not trying to play a game that's gonna make me come in 2 times in 40 seconds. You won't last 30 seconds playing this game. Ha, that's funny because I barely last 30 seconds to begin with. Kidding. Though there are some people of the female sex who would disagree with that. Fuck you. First off. Kidding.
Damn, calling out women.
I'm kidding myself, of course. Enough about women's rights. Let's talk about women's wrongs.
True. True.
The American people are tired of women.
Tired of women.
But that's all I got for you this week. In all honesty.
Ooh. It's the end of another episode?
It seems like it is.
You know, listeners, I want to thank you. I want to give you a big fat kiss on your forehead. Thank you for listening to this episode. I love you guys so much. Adam, I love you. Thank you for providing this podcast with the best, the one and only Adam. I'm still privileged to be hosting this podcast with you. So thank you.
Oh, well, thank you, Joe. This podcast wouldn't be what it is without you. And honestly, it wouldn't be what it is without you wonderful listeners tuning in every week to listen to our bullshittery. So with that being said, have a great week. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of everything.
Bye.